want to see what he starts. Gives you extra attack speed.
This whole mess is all your fault.
Maybe if he's from what I've seen, DuBu does not get points in glaives early on. I think it's like I've seen him have like 404 build on his silencer. Oh, look at Night Stalker during the daytime. What a hero.
Yeah, exciting. Saberlight lost his stud and he's like, well, I can't do anything. But Coddle Night Stalker, okay lane, right? At least he can farm because you have the Chakra Magic to perpetually last him with Void, so it's not that bad. And the early stats on Night Stalker are still good, right?
They are. I mean, Night Stalker does have like 5 starting armor. He has a lot of base regen. Has a stick. I don't think they should lose this lane. Like, Night Stalker is not as bad laner as people think. Moon Meander, he's the carry. He's the real carry. Already at 1 CS, highest CS in the game. We've seen in the previous game what he can do with this, but this time around...
Moon Meander will run it through the trees.
Another dagger.
This Coddle lost 10 movement speed, Lacoste, and now he lost his life as well.
Good start for Yuragi. He's the one getting the last hit, and in this situation, I think it's very justified to get for Orb of Corrosion. It's gonna give them like that kill threat in this lane. Definitely didn't expect Keeper of the Light to just like die immediately, but it is what it is. Have to shake it off. One good thing is this Pangolier. I've seen Brawl pop off in a lot of these games. I'd even say one of his better performances on Pango. Just throughout the whole DTC, he has a couple of signature heroes, but I think Pango is becoming his top 2.
And the Pango Coddle was the combo coming into this.
It was.
What made it fall off, Lacoste?
I think people are kind of staying away from this position for Coddle. Good example was, I would say, Team Spirit that tried it out a couple of times, and it was also against like Monkey King, so he uses mischiefs. Sometimes Keeper of the Light griefs you the lane. He is the one that wants to get some farm, and then that means the offlaner's not getting the farm. This time around, DuBu is getting the points in Glaives of Wisdom. So now this Wraith Band makes more sense.
Yes.
That's why I was a little concerning about it, and here they go.
Yeah, the Fissure, you know, that actually stood his ground. Silencer, not a bad hero in terms of stats early. Actually has decent armor for what is an intelligence hero. An okay HP. And also, Timbersaw does nothing with that Whirling Death against them.
That's true. The Silencer is one of the heroes that like can scale if there's from position 5. If there's a lot of skirmish happening early on, if he's the one not dying and joining these fights, it can cripple some of the early aggression. They could possibly get the kills on the bottom lane, but it might be a return kill where DuBu just dies and then you have Monkey King collecting all the XP and the gold.
Yeah, exactly. Which he's happy with, honestly. I mean, yes, a little bit of intelligence is nice, like you said, but you pick him 5. The DuBu style is to die for your team. Yeah. We saw that last game as well.
To talk about the skill build, I want to point out the mid lane, where BZM is going for more points in Searing Chains. It gives him the kill potential on Pango, because Pango like can't shield crash. I mean, he can shield crash, but he can't swashbuckle, so it's...
you shield crash in place.
Yeah, you shield crash in place. That's right. And... I don't think he's playing this like, oh, I'm gonna be on the sides, I have this flame guard. It's more about like being able to control the Pango, because Pango really hates playing into any kind of roots.
Yep. And we're gonna, especially because he can get you from the backlines, right? While you're trying to Rolling Thunder or whatever. Here we saw it. Shield crashing in place. Braille trying to fight with that 15% damage resist, but realizing BZM is too scary.
Right? Oh. Yeah, he even got a point in Lucky Shot just to be able to trade a bit better in the lane. But
this is rare these
next
days.
rune, you see this Pango playing at like 20% HP. I would expect both OG supports to rotate to the mid lane just so that he cannot pick up the bounty. And getting zoned out.
Yeah, Seb did try, however Pango got Searing Chain. The Braille will be giving a little bit of mana. Tango's gonna help him, and now the full bottle as well. Isn't mid lane fun these days?
It's really fun. Pick up the water rune. If you don't have a water rune, go into enemy jungle, pick up the bounty rune, refill your bottle. Pango, not gonna say struggling a little bit, but he does not have much regen left, and this Ember Spirit will continue to just poke, see what happens.
Yeah, that Searing Chains build is actually doing wonders here. We're gonna see Orb of Corrosion as well for BZM. In fact, is it coming? No, it's Boots first.
Okay, Yuragi not going for Orb of Corrosion. Oh, he is. He bought a ring first just to be able to have more sustain, and he's not gonna get pressure because he's playing into keeper of the light lane plus the Night Stalker, and they want to nuke. Like, they definitely want to use their strength in the lane. It's gonna be nighttime now. Ooh, let's see. +2.
Taiga's the target, and that's gonna be the.
He's running away.
He
got it.
Got it.
He got the last hit. Would be out of range.
Yep, that is true. The last hit always gives the silence for the intelligence here, and it's gonna come into play a little bit later. DuBu just entered preschool. You know, he's gonna start learning some things here.
Good levels. I mean, they do have some heroes that deal like decent against the Timbersaw, but once you get to like Lotus Orb territory, then you're gonna be more than fine. It's not gonna remove the silence from the Night Stalker, and let's see how much pressure they can put top with the Night Stalker. He's about to crack level 5.
Is there pressure with this Scuttle Night Stalker lane, or do you need some other rotation? Can you put the 5 there perhaps, or what's the play here for Saberlight? How do you think
DuBu might rotate. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing DuBu rotate to the top lane and just play with that, because you see what Amar is doing on bottom, creep skipping, and Timado is gonna get some farm underneath the tower.
Yeah. Timado won't miss these last hits though. He always had the Boundless Strike to secure them just in case. As we do see a small fight though happening in the mid lane. It's gonna be
the chains.
The chains on Moon Meander. And he actually is playing with the vision inside Roshan, but Sleight of Fist
meant
Fisher. Bryle got stopped, and he's able to get out.
Fisher is going to be Pango's enemy, but he can also bounce back off it. So sometimes you got to be careful. And we see DuBu trying to make something happen. Very slow as a hero, running towards the top lane. But so is BZM.
Yeah. I don't think DuBu is going to be able to do much. In fact, if anything, he's just going to die at this rate. BZM decides that his runner was running out, so he
if he can't do much, then he's don't boo. Usually if he can, then he's DuBu.
Yeah, right now he's don't boo for sure, but he's staying in the lane just in case boo. And OG, they'll be keeping their distance, acknowledging DuBu's missing from the map right now.
They know something is up. Like, if he gets the Arcane Curse and the Last Word, I'm pretty sure they can get a kill. Night Stalker's a bit low on mana, doesn't have for a full combo. Maybe if he pops the stick, Yuragi is there, gets the deny, and let's see his chance.
Yeah, Yuragi. Okay, we don't have another Void here, so they're gonna desist from the skill. DuBu didn't deal enough damage. Timado has joined though. Now they saw the jump for sure. The Boundless Strike is here regardless. That is gonna be slowed.
+2.
Will died.
That's all I care about. Let's go. We need more.
He wants Saberlight. That's another +2, it seems like. So with 6 extra intelligence here, at least the Yuragi is capable of making it out alive. But this seems like a free tower for TSM now.
Yeah, I'm really glad DuBu is being very active on this silencer. Like, damage does tend to add up. And also Timado. We've seen in the previous game Yuragi also being active on a Monkey King early on. Not too much from Bryle. He's on top of CS, but this chains are causing a lot of issues for him.
Oh no, DuBu. He's been found the nightmare. We have the chains as well soon, but they needed 3 more seconds. In fact, Bryle wants to punish him. He did get another stack of Arcane Curse. That shouldn't be enough. Seb might be sacrificed here as Bryle bonks him once.
Oh, he has a fairy fire.
What a positioning from Seb. Regardless, Swashbuckle will get to him, trying to deny himself, and he will die to Saberlight instead.
These are the fights that the TSM FTX wants to take. Gotta stay hydrated. Very important.
Seb really bringing the old OG into play. Once again, he did promise he would stop tipping as much. And he's back to his old self. He's feeling it. Yuragi, high fives Timado. Nice fissure covering Yuragi's escape. Oh, it seems they actually want to fight this, not just an escape. BZM scouts at Timado's Sleight of Fist. No way to cut that tree.
Moon Meander trying to set up some vision on bottom. A bit under level on the Coddle. He does have 3 deaths. Bottom lane's completely empty and the tower is gonna die. Amar getting the most out of the lane, dragged in the creep wave and farming the big camp as well.
+2 the cost.
Another +2. All right, gotta keep an eye on that.
Yeah, kids grow so fast these days. There's so much intelligence.
He's like 4th grade right now.
Really getting through life here. As Amar, he was thinking of Moon Meander, but difficult kill.
I should have seen that coming.
OG for now, they're gonna keep the map control. Well, equal map control, keep the pressure going, but without sacrificing Yuragi's farm here. Wary of Bryle's rotations. BZM, what's the first item for this game? You think it's the Maelstrom build as always?
Might be a BKB, depends. Probably gonna buy Mithril Hammer, see how it goes. You're playing into Night Stalker's Silence and also like Pango's Roll, Crippling Fear. If he can get like a couple of kills, he might get away with the greedier build. Just go for the Maelstrom.
I do like what you mentioned. I think a lot of pros are much more wary of the build-up to items these days, right? It's very common to see the Echo Saber disassembled. All these plays years ago weren't even considered.
I don't know if that was a thing even back then.
No, I agree. BZM. Oh. There's the Arcane Curse. They're baiting
Global is available. You might pop it.
They were a bit afraid. They were scouting his Remnant as well, so they could have tried to bait it, but they didn't think they had enough damage. Oh, BZM just avoid the bug with a roll.
And now the Global comes in a little bit late.
Saber Light.
He knew exactly where he's gonna come.
Silence on silence on silence, but Seb has a nightmare to help him out. And now with a Remnant, BZM is out of here. One last boy for Saberlight. He's been stopped. Those steering chains. But BZM, he's out of Remnants right now.
Blinding light.
He tries to avoid some damage. Sleight of Fist. It's not going to be enough. Fissure now, hoping to punish. No Fiend's Grip on Seb, though. Makes it really difficult. We do see Amar rotating.
Amar is the most farmed... Oh, never mind. That's Monkey. Second most farmed hero in the game. And now he finally joins. Nothing to stop the TP with. Taiga's Fissure was on cooldown. Taiga, only level 4. Wrote the book for himself, level 5.5. Moon Meander did find some levels, level 7 right now.
Taiga did get given the tome right now, so he's very close to level 6 now. So they're going to use this power spike of both supports level 6s, both ultimates coming online around the same time. We just saw the first global for TSM. Not as impactful as they were hoping.
This Diffusal Blade on Pango is going to be pretty big because you can burn mana on Timbersaw. Something.
Oh, he just went in onto both supports, killed them quickly. BZM TPing in the face of danger because they have a kill top. That's possible. Timado, much more valuable. Fiend's Grip is finally available. They want to cut down that tree. Timado with the Boundless Strike. He's actually going to get away.
That was a good Fissure block. Ooh, Bryle almost getting a solo kill with another Swashbuckle. He does have 16 charges. Oh, Amar.
A bait, perhaps, Amar.
Misses.
So the Shield Crash actually doesn't hit them either. And Bryle's perma-stunned. Bryle's been killed. He got baited by Amar on low HP. And OG was here to respond.
Also, this ward behind the tier 1 tower, providing them vision for that previous fight. And now, Yuragi, he even joins.
Yeah, Moon Meander was the target. And they're going to give it actually to BZM.
Now it's pinged out. They know. Like, they played so aggressively behind the tower, so they know that there is some kind of vision. Swashbuckle also missed. I'm not sure it would be enough. He had like 160.
I don't think so.
With the Swashbuckle, maybe he would have gotten it.
Because Swashbuckle...
A lot of armor. I mean, it's physical damage.
Exactly. And it gives reactive armor charges along the way as well, right? Yeah. So I wouldn't say Amar probably would have lived. But, you know, you see a Timbersaw so low. It's always that little bait where you go, just a little bit more.
Gotta go for it. That's the law.
Yeah.
Gotta kill your whole team.
You gotta kill your whole team if it's worth the Timbersaw's life. Amar still second in net worth. Yuragi still leading, but closing in as well is sorry, Yuragi's still Timado's still leading. Yuragi's closing in on Timado's farm as well, close to that battlefield. Dark Ascension's been heard. Taiga, the Fissure, trying to cover his escape, but he acknowledges Night Stalker can just fly right over it and gather the corpse of Taiga.
Gonna collapse on bottom tower. Yuragi immediately TP stop.
That glyph just to spite Saberlight. He doesn't get the range creep with that. What's the... Oh, actually, there's a counter rotation by OG going for mid instead, trying to force them to TP mid. Or if not, take a free tower. Their push is not very high though.
Trying to cut down the trees, find the Monkey King. Timado getting very close to his Battle Fury. He wants to be able to match the farm of Phantom Assassin, so that's why he's going for it as well. They're playing for the later timing.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
As BZM still staying in this mid lane with Seb shadowing him a little bit with Fiend's Grip available. BZM does have the Orb of Corrosion, which makes his push slightly better.
EZM opting for Crystallis. It's a cheap damage item. Like before, when Crystallis was broken, everyone was buying it, especially like the top spirits from the mid lane. Yeah, maybe he feels they need a little bit more like physical damage early on. But BKB, like I think must be Crystallis into BKB. Let's see if they can find him. He has Invis.
Global silence, Bryle. Let's try to refresh his cooldowns here in case he wanted to get a swashbuckle off.
Are scanning.
A BZM. He used invisibility properly.
There's the grip.
But the Wukong's command didn't get off, which means Seb will dive for this. Taiga has the Echo Slam. Is there a chance to use it? Not really. He's been killed. Timado still a target. Amar going for it, but Amar is being bursted down.
He's not tanky enough.
Amar will die to TSM, who baited them out in the high ground and took him out one by one.
And they also protected Timado. That's pretty big, because he got the Wukong's command off. What are we seeing?
Nothing personal, kiddo, says Saberlight. Okay.
Yeah, there might be something personal and a couple of XDs in the chat as well. Saberlight with the cute little smile there.
You're almost as good as me.
You know, Amar known for his friendly demeanor in pubs, right? He makes a lot of friends.
Just business. Nothing personal here.
That's why it's Amar, the friendly guy. Seb, you can see that in that team fight, right? He got the Fiend's Grip. He couldn't really Nightmare because he wasn't in range, of course. So there was really no better play there.
The messy dodge from Timadito to be able to actually get it and survive there. Amar, he's not tanky. Like, he's going for extremely greedy build. He has Kaya as a first item. There's still a lot of magical damage early on. Talking about the Keeper of the Light, Bango, like even Silencer. And he does not have a Dispel mechanic.
Yeah, that's very true. I think Amar was a little bit tilted. You can see as he adjusts his posture after the message.
Gotta fix it, yeah. For everyone who's watching the stream, fix your posture. Don't sit like a shrimp.
I've never heard that. Yes, as Lacoste.
Well, I have to do it as well.
Yep. And OG, with this Battle Fury, let's see what their plan is. How are they going to create space for PA to farm and utilize it well? Bryle's Diffusal Blade, you talked about how important this power spike is, and they're utilizing it pretty well. Still nighttime though for another 3 minutes rather. As BKB will come out soon for Saberlight. He did go for an early shard here for him as well. I haven't seen this as much this early a shard for Night Stalker.
Yeah, you can grief couriers. You can kill your teammates' couriers with it. That's no, just kidding. You can still do it, but it's good. It's a good way to replenish mana and like keep yourself into the fight.
Okay, OG. And lose Taiga up top.
Taiga is having a really tough time. 6 deaths, getting closer to Blink Dagger. Like, we see that he has 1,800 gold saved up. And thinking about the shard, the Dual Scepter to be able to have like a Dispel mechanic. But considering he's not buying anything, probably just gonna be a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, when you're a poor Earthshaker, right, you gotta just rush that Blink to have a little bit of utility. DuBu is being chopped. But DuBu has the magic wand, so he's gonna survive this Chakram. However, the tower can't move away, which means the tower will fall to Bryle.
They still want to play aggressive. As you said, 2 minutes left on that nighttime, plus also extra from the Dark Ascension.
Yep. The question is, will OG allow them to? It seems like Taiga's gonna be playing the sacrificial lamb here, going up to the top lane all the time, deep pushing the dead lane. I mean, he doesn't want to die, but it's not really his choice. He's actually gonna go for the shard.
5-6 hits.
He bought the shard before he died, though, so no gold lost there. Lacoste.
Oh, he bought the shard.
Yeah, he committed to it.
Dire's top tower is
I think he knows what his role is, right? Because Bane can't be the dead laner. He doesn't push.
Gonna keep the distance then, but might be a bit difficult playing against both Bango and the Night Stalker. They still don't have the Blink Daggers. Yeah, even Monkey King to be able to scout him from the trees. I think TSM is in a very good position, especially the 2 BKB timings that are gonna come out. Saberlight, he's 300 gold away from it, on top of shard, phase boots, and you know, a casual bracer, and also Monkey King, 1,000 gold away from his.
Oh, the smoke didn't catch Bryle there. I think they kind of saw it. It is nighttime though.
They wanted to take the fight. Bryle with Arcane Rune and CD reduction from Keeper of the Light. That's just insane. Because you can immediately use it. Chakra is maxed out, minus 6 seconds, 5.6 seconds on Swashbuckle, and 7 on the Shield Crash.
EZM They caught him with a solar bind.
Global is available to be able to counter it.
Fissure, plus another stun, global silence. That's going to be the counter Lacoste was talking about. As the Illuminator from Meander keeps the enemy at bay. OG did at least force that resource, though.
They don't still have items to be able to counterplay the global silence. Also, one of the reasons why we don't see too much of a silencer is tier 4 items. There's 3 dispel items from the neutral ones, and it's kind of difficult to play into that.
So what, the Witch Bane, right?
Radiant's
The Witch
middle
Bane, yeah.
tower is under attack.
What are the...
And the 2 other ones. The
Stormcrafter?
Stormcrafter and also the booties, like the boots one.
Oh, right.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I forget the name of
I
these
don't
items.
remember.
Like
The booties, yeah, sure. As the Yol Scepter, as they picked up for Amar, that's the first dispel we got in the game, Lacoste. You can always build them. You don't have
Radiant's
to,
middle tower
you know,
has
rely on handouts here.
he does have Kaya Sanj.
Yeah. He's actually quite far.
Yeah, he's...
Oh, he's missing the Void Stone, sorry. He still needs that. And then he'll have the Yols completed.
Speedy rune of haste.
Taiga, do you think you still gotta build the Blink Dagger this game, or do you go for...
You have to eventually. I think for now, it's gonna be a rough road for Taiga to be able to get there.
Yep. Right now, Taiga is cosplaying Ben & Jerry's flavor, Rocky Road. As they got Seb here, silent, trying to cover with the Chakram though, but Bryle does not care with the Rolling Thunder. And the Solar Bind will make sure to kill off Seb.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Taiga, at least he is far enough that he should be safe, right? Oh no, it's the Pango and Night Stalker. They're so close.
BKBs are used.
They're okay with diving the high gun just for the skill, and OG thinks we gotta punish this, but unfortunately, TSM is a hard team to punish.
OG will fight back once Phantom Assassin does have a BKB, and she's about to finish it. Level 16, Brigand's Blade done as well. It's gonna be a ton of damage. I also saw Brigand's Blade on Pango. This item is insane, because you do get 10 more damage for each 10% of HP, and with the Swashbuckle, the 4 hits, it just synergizes so well.
Oh, Sansa's been cut. DuBu, he will... somewhat tank the gank. Pango didn't get caught, so that's better. 689 damage from Uragi.
You need to see beyond.
He himself is also going to go for this spell. Manta style on the PA. After the BKB as well.
Yeah, these are going to be the big item timings. And as I said, going and try to seek a fight once Phantom Assassin picked up the BKB. Ember is going for one, still a bit far away from it. They will take this fight. There is a global silence. Only Phantom Assassin can dispel it. So can Timbersaw, but I don't think that's a big thing here.
Bryle did stop, and that means no Fiend Script for this fight. Start for TSM, but 7 a buyback all along. Bryle, they use the Rolling Thunder, gets bashed by the Roche, but gets away in time.
He wanted to go in and scout to see how low Roche is. Seb with the immediate buyback. There's still global silence. They did not commit.
They're fighting into the high ground as well. This is dangerous. BKB is
no
utilized by
nighttime.
TSM. No nighttime, you're right. Amar, up in the air he goes. Global silence as he hits the ground. And OG will lose their offlaner. They realize this was not the fight to take.
Still going inside the pit, Uragi.
Oh, really? I don't know, Lacoste. This reminds me of SA, mate.
Well, we'll see. There's no Wukongs, no global, nighttime, no BKB on a Night Stalker, but it's going to take them a lot of time to actually kill it if they're not committing with the rest.
They had Desolator, right? Maybe a different story. They could sneak it quickly, but...
Sure.
Orbital Corrosion's not enough. Smoke from TSM, who...
TSM, they want to backstab.
Dire's bottom tower
They
is
smelled
under
that display. They know where the enemy team is, more or less, as they reveal now themselves in the mid lane. Blur, though, from Uragi will keep his position somewhat hidden. But TSM, they have an inkling. They're going to sit up in the high ground potentially and go, actually, why just not Roche? It's much easier.
20 seconds until BKBs are back up online. Nighttime available with the Dark Ascension. And now inside the pit they go.
OG, they don't seem interested in contesting this. TSM will just take a free Roche here. Aegis given to Timado.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And the rest of OG... Oh, actually, they try to find a counter kill onto the Coddle. Meander might have just been bait. Namar took it. Fiendskip, however, it was actually Saberlight who was the one being baited, but a little bit of HP, he survives. Eats the creep. Gets a bunch more. Seb will be the first to die in this fight for OG. Second one being Saberlight now for TSM. As the Pango clears Taiga from this map. Ryle did get critted, so he wants to run away. The age is still, though, on Timado. OG, they know there's no need to fight into the high ground again.
This was the power of a Night Stalker shard. You can see him going into the camp, killing it. Unfortunately, it was only a small camp. If he was like closer, maybe to kill the Ancients, you can kill Ancients during the daytime. It was nighttime. Still very good trade for them. This was Seb with the buyback. So he's still gonna need some time to farm his first item. Once again, Bryle cutting into backlines. Like, Bryle's doing so much work. Also, yeah. I love this power treads on Pango to have a little bit more attack speed, because you burn more mana and then going into a BKB. He did pick up the shard, got that level 15 talent. I say that quite a lot, but one of the better 15 talents in the game. For extra 3 seconds on Rolling Thunder. That's just so good.
Recently with the COD, a lot of people were picking up the shield crash talent, right? Because you get so much damage out of it. But in this game, you pointed it out, the supports don't bring that much team fights at the Global Silence. So Bryle decided to go for Rolling Thunder instead. Here, there's the Vessel build on Moon Meander, but hey!
He's still gonna connect on the way back.
That was good. That was a good Yulster at least to get rid of the Vessel, but another charge comes out. And Damar, no matter how much you run, or fly in this case, you will still die.
And that's why I said Bryle, with this Pango, he's a real menace. He's like, he's shown throughout the DPC and also in this tournament. There was one game where he just completely popped off. He's level 18, does have enough money to buy a BKB. Phantom Assassin, we've seen today what Phantom Assassin can do in a Team Spirit game. Like, it's one of those heroes that can 1 versus 5.
For sure. So it's definitely not out for OG, but of course right now this lead is still for TSM.
It is. Timado, huge. Also, in terms of farm, 15,000 net worth on him. About to finish Aghanim Scepter. And then it's going to become very, very difficult to just go on him, especially if he gets a couple of those monkeys already.
By the way, I want to mention that play, though. When we kind of started to play is a little bit of a slight nerf to Pango, where apparently you can get Yulster and BKB off between roll hits now.
Yes, that is a nerf. Still very strong as a hero. But you do have 2 defensive abilities. Oh, they found him again.
Yeah, Taiga's going to try to run away here. But unfortunately, he's just creating space here for Scary. Punches Night Stalker. As Yuragi does get the Cloak of Flames off a correct creep camp. In the top lane, I see a bunch of TPs coming here. In fact, because of the outpost, they can catch an unsuspecting Seb. But loses his life. OG. And I have no place in the map to be. In fact, Saberlight wants to make sure even behind their tier 2s they're unsafe, and they force a BKB from BZM there.
This Night Stalker, he's gonna scale. He's not as farmed as some other cores, but he does have his core item. He does have a BKB and a Blink Dagger. Moon Meander, was that a solo kill?
Yes, it was. Yuragi, though, is now being chased by 3, and with the reinforcement of Mar, it's gonna be fine. That Ag's on Timado. At the same build that we saw last game for OG, what the strength of the Ags this game, what can you see for it?
Just to be able to stand in the fight, especially against Timbersaw as well, who wants to stay in a fight for a very long time, it can shred him.
And talking about builds, Ember Spirit's also decided to go for the Daedalus with full commitment to the physical damage. That's going to be quite interesting. Well, that Daedalus won't help you, though, against the silence.
They know there's no BKB on him, but the grip, global immediately.
Global immediately, no way to dispel for a lot of these heroes, Seb. There is no grip. There is no life for Seb. Amar trying to tank best he can. Yuragi comes in, trying to finish off Saberlight. Yul Scepter saves Amar there, but they're just jumping for him.
Dire's middle tower.
Nothing personal. As Moon Meander throws another voice line out. And they continue to attack this tower. Yuragi looking for an opportunity to engage. He's been hit by the solar bug.
He's not moving.
He isn't, but he does have a BKB, so he could still save himself. However, the stun comes from out of vision. Yuragi forced to BKB immediately. Saberlight covers his back, making sure to attack Taiga. Taiga still silenced. Taiga will go down. BZM helps in getting the kill on Bryle. Got rid of part of the team fight, see an opportunity to go for Moon Meander, and they'll at least secure 2 kills. But Timado's still alive and kicking. However, the Fissure stops him. They cut down his tree. Saberlight covering for him. Yuragi has to die. They will get him. Echo Slam, though, on Timado, not enough. And they're lacking their biggest source of damage. Yuragi does not have the BKB. Sorry, that buyback. which means they just have to retreat.
Yeah, they do. They were fighting underneath the ward this whole time, so they did manage to kill Braille. Braille was worth a lot of gold there, 600 and also extra 400. But yeah, they did bring down the Phantom Assassin. I hear a BKB, just testing it out. It works. Gotta give it a try. It's still a 6-second BKB. He's pretending that this didn't happen.
Yeah, that's the key.
I hope no one noticed.
Yeah. It's good to try out your items, right? Because if not, in the middle of a fight, that's definitely not the moment to test them out.
Yeah. Good illusion rune as well to be able to like dispel things, but yeah, that he's pinging it out immediately. He knows that they are fighting underneath the ward. I love position from DuBu in these fights. He's staying so far away. He's waiting until the BKBs are down, and Timado, he doesn't even go down because he was holding on to BKB for a very long time. Global Silence is up again.
Got Wraithback as well, finishing the Coddle here from Mumiander. He grew a taste for this item last game, and he's like, you know what? I don't care if I'm Coddle, I'll build it too. And Spirit Form does give you a huge range on this Wraithback totem though.
It also does give you extra lifesteal on the cores, like extra damage on the Pango. Ooh, Pango!
Great
that
shield
Mind Breaker might cause a little bit of issues. He also has it on the Pango, so you have like guaranteed silence.
He was going for Basher earlier, but it seems like he's going for Satanic now, Lacoste.
I don't mind that. It's all about the survivability and also being able to like dispel things, especially the chains. Timado, they found Taiga.
He doesn't have Echo Slam. Oh, he's just going to die. The rest of OG. Go back to go back to base, Samar, right? No? Okay, they want to stay in this mid lane. They saw a lot of resources being used here by TSM. They think we can still get a lane out of this. With Seb covering Yuragi. TSM, though, they see an opportunity. Saberlight's still flying, has a Blink Dagger. Saberlight is fearless.
Oh, he knows exactly where he is.
He goes right for Seb. Beam Script. There's no global
buyback. Global.
Buyback, but he doesn't have it yet. It's still on cooldown. Seb will die to Saberlight regardless, as Amar gets away with one last Timber Chain, but they're still chasing after him. Timado has that tree dance available. A lot of trees being cut down by Amar. It's a hit. No, the swashbuckle misses Amar, is capable of making out alive.
Nah, this is the power of 5 Silencer. If you know, like in these mid-game fights, that there's a possibility you're gonna die. So save a buyback, pop a global.
Yeah.
They got the 2 kills still out of it. Nothing too valuable. DuBu is relatively farmed. I'm a big fan of like just stay further away, try to farm your refresher, and then you can sit in the base. Do absolutely nothing as the hero. It's especially if you play like heroes against, let's say Enigma or Enigma. That's the only one that I could think of, because there's one specific game that I remember a player doing it, just like not being in a fight, waiting until Enigma uses the black hole. That was his job.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is kind of with the Fiend script. I mean, it was so quick, I actually thought he didn't use it. I got surprised by that little global because I saw the square immediately going down. Because my eyes, again, as we tested last game, don't really work that well.
Yeah, you might need to see that check.
I got your glasses now, Lacoste. This is all I need. Seb finally built the Force Staff. That's going to be his only item this game, most likely.
Well, he does have Psychic Headband, so there's a possibility that he like pushes people away from him, and if somehow he stays away in a fight, can potentially push out Monkey King out of Wukong's command. There's also the same item on Keeper of the Light, so Psychic Headband and the Spirit Form. He can stay really far away from a fight. Trying to get a Ghost Scepter, that's going to be his protection against the physical damage from both Ember and mostly Phantom Assassin. TSM did swap the items, so Night Stalker is the one holding onto Mindbreaker, so having like an extra layer of silence on him. And Pango, he feels like he needs a bit more tankiness, so he's the one who picked up the Blast Rig.
Yeah, and we also get an MKB now on Timado, which we talked about.
It's his own KB, yeah.
This is the way that he has to deal with the PA's evasion. They put an inflection here for TSM. OG really need to get the right team fight out. Taiga just needs to be useful, honestly.
Finally, he does have a Blink Dagger, and he also needs to wait for Global to be down, or they need to find the Silencer. Amar, very aggressive on the enemy side of the map.
Under attack.
That's what Amar's been doing this whole game. Playing aggressively, giving vision that way this time. They think they can sneak in a row.
They might. It's already half HP. This is gonna be big if they can pick it up. Timado scouting things out.
He did scout indeed. They see the opportunity to go in anyway. Wraith Pact has been sent out. So Timado can set up for that Wraith Pact. Sorry, for that Wukong's command.
He's already setting up the monkeys with the Ags.
Oh, Wraith Pact, of course, also aggroes the Roche out of the pit console as well, because it deals damage. Now, here we go. Saberlight direct them to Taiga.
But the grip.
They do save him with a clip. Global silence immediately as Taiga does manage to blink away. Saberlight, though, is in a pick.
He's checking.
Is becoming a ward now. And now the ward's been de-warded. Saberlight's dead. So is Taiga, though. So at least they got rid of the Echo Slam, potentially. We do see a chase now after Bryle. Bryle, though, did go for a bunch of tanky items. Activates his BKB. Now Bryle still getting dealt a lot of physical damage. Oh, but he's Satanic! The Satanic saves him. They kill Uragi right after. Sam was just standing here, nothing to do. Amar.
That was so clutch. Giving him chakra so that he has a swashbuckle and then pops a Satanic. With these items are actually keeping him alive. Not just that, but because he swapped the item, getting that blast rig instead.
So well played. The BKB right before as well, right? Baiting it till the very last second.
There is a shard. Who are they gonna give it to? DuBu? Nah, Moon Meander's gonna eat it. Yeah, that was very clutch. But Night Stalker, as you said, was checking on top, and yeah, they already used everything, and Chakra Magic, Swashbuckle, Satanic back to full HP. Uragi just disappeared from 100 to 0.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Dire's structures.
Yeah, Saberlight pretty proud of himself. He knows he died for the team there. TSM, they have the opportunity now to go to the high ground. That Wraith Pact is covering this push as well. Taiga does preserve the Echo Slam at least, because he died too quickly that last fight. But can they do anything?
Available in 15.
Oh, that is too scary. Seb will have his Fiend's Grip at the same time.
It's just very difficult for Bane to play the game. Like, every single time he uses the grip, if he's not dead, they're gonna pop it. They want to be able to, like, just let Night Stalker roam around freely, and as well as Pango. And now Pango going into Basher. He almost has it. His career is dead, also level 24. Like, Night Stalker becomes extremely tanky and does a ton of damage with just getting levels.
Yep.
His talents are insane.
Yep. And Saberlight has been playing such a fantastic game, literally night and day with last game, because he feels much more enabled this time.
It's going to be a triple Basher soon on side of TSMF. I don't think I've seen so many Bashers queued up so early on.
That is a rough one to play against. Literally have so much control already. Seb, they're actually just silencing him. There we go, finally finishing him off. Trial's a target apparently for Uragi, but Uragi, you're fighting against 4. Can he actually 1v5 here? He decides he can't. However, that BKB got used, which means he's now at the mercy of the Rolling Thunder. Bunk!
Another silent.
Second one. And Uragi will be savior of the Fissure. Little bit of lifesteal. Gets the Satanic off as well, but that doesn't matter against the overwhelming damage of Timado.
There's so many silences still. Double damage up and running on Pango.
OG just can't fight freely. This Earthshaker has been cancelled the whole time. Another time that Saberlight just destroys Taiga as BZM comes back in. BKB, one more second. BZM needs an escape plan.
There's the grip.
There's the escape plan with a...
He's so tanky.
For Bryle, Moon Meander also dies here thanks to BZM's incursion. Timado now in trouble himself. He will lose the Aegis. But Timado...
Taiga still looking for an opening with this Echo Slam.
He is. Can he hit it with Saberlight not having Dark Ascension this time? He does try, and he does get 2.
There's no follow-up
finally, but there's just no damage. Taiga came in, and just as quickly he left. Timado will now get a free lane
heals. There's so much healing coming up from the Spirit Vessel, Keeper of the Light, and also shot from a Night Stalker. They're in on again.
They're in on BZM. The Nightmare's not going to save him from the crippling fear. Goodbye to BZM. Buyback immediately. Amar activating BKB, hoping to at least kill Timado here, but Timado's healing a bit too much. Amar doesn't have enough damage. He will fall. OG going in 1 by 1, not getting the team fight they were looking for.
Everyone is so low, and they just keep resetting.
Bryle. He got the Diffusal Blade off on Seb.
He will get recalled by Caudle.
He will. TSM. One last shout for the boys. They lose BZM. They lose
I believe that's it, Avo.
GG TSM take a 2-0 against OG. I believe our first one of the day.
Give me high five. No one wants to give him high five.
Oh, yes,
He gave him himself.
Yeah,